Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session of sculpture and buildings, where we were trying to excavate or dig deep into the history of understanding what was the sculpture and buildings of our human evolution at the time of our human evolution, and how these major cities were constructed in those days. Some, of course, out of the human evolution, for many years he led only the life of a wanderer, that means a nomadic life he led, and only 10,000 years ago he learned the occupation of agriculture, and he started leading a settled life. Since then, this construction of cities and construction of buildings got started. So today we learn that after Indian subcontinent, we have found some of the cities 5,000 years ago, cities in the northwestern part of India, that is in the present Pakistan, Balochistan, Sindh, Punjab region. Archaeologists have excavated the remains of the large cities in this region, and these are famously, of course, what are the names of these areas, these places, these cities in those days we don't know, but as we have excavated them from the present place of Lothal, Harappa, Mohenjo-daro, Kalibangan, they are known with the same names today. So these are among the most ancient cities of the subcontinent, and these cities were spread from Afghanistan in the north to Gujarat in the south, and Punjab and Haryana in the east and west, Balochistan in the west. So many common features are identified by the archaeologists in these cities while they have studied this excavated city. Pura city ko nikale the खोजने से they have identified there is a complete city located under the earth, so which got covered by the soil and other mud. So archaeologists use a common name called as the Harappan culture in order to identify the common features of all these cities to denote the phase of the history during that period. And it is also called as, sometimes it is also, this Harappan culture sometimes is also called as the Indus Valley civilization, one of the oldest civilization in the world. The Harappan culture, we call it as Indus Valley civilization, because these cities were identified on the banks of the river Indus, very near in the Indus Valley mein rehne se, this civilization we call it as the Indus Valley civilization. And as most of these places are culture is situated in the plains watered by the river Indus and its tributaries, so we call it as the Indus Valley civilization. So what are the cities actually? We have been talking that these are the cities which have emerged, but what are the cities? We mean a place where a large number of people, city mean a place where a large number of people live who do not depend either on agriculture or on hunter gathering or on for their livelihood. But cities primarily have people from 3 or 4 kinds of professions. Artisans like potters, weavers, metalsmiths, carpenters, masons and stone cutters. These kind of one profession. And traders who buy and sell things are also present in the cities, and both in the city and outside of it. Ruling like kings, nobles and his priests and administrators. And finally, poor people, poor laborers and soldiers who serve other people also will be present in the city. Most of these people would not cultivate land or grow crops at all. Therefore, they depend upon the grains produced by the farmers or the others who are living in villages. For their milk or meat, they depend upon the villages, produced by the herders or produced by the farmers. Cities would procure these things through taxes on the farmers or in exchange for artisanal products. Thus, like today, even in those early times also, even in the olden days also, most people probably lived in villages and forests, and this is the reason how they have bought all these products to the cities and they have exchanged. That means the buying and selling has taken place, due to which they used to get money, and this money they used to purchase the food grains again, which used to reach to the farmer. So the Harappan cities emerged very rapidly, some 4,000 years ago, 4,000 to 6,000 years ago, and flourished for about 700 years. The city was present for about 700 years and eventually disappeared about 3,900 years ago. And buildings in Harappan cities were built with good baked bricks, as we are baking the, brick making, brick kilns में जैसे ईंट को बनाते हैं, वैसी bricks were found in those construction, and This is a remarkable feature of these cities. Most of the important cities show carefully planned development of towns as they have clear layout. हमारे जैसे छोटे छोटे गलियों से और ड्राइनेज कैनाल नहीं रहे जैसे नहीं है. They were very planned cities are found in this excavation. So the remaining part of the Harappan cities we will see in the next class, children. Thank you.